So I'm Luke Malpass. I'm the founder of Link, which is a wearable storage technology. So what we've got is a 1 terabyte solid-state hard drive around your wrist that communicates with all devices wirelessly. Wirelessly charging, so there's no cables, and obviously completely free other than the device itself. So once you've purchased, you've got all your data around your wrist. You don't need to worry about carrying your device or getting information from one device to another. If you take a picture on your phone, it's going to go straight to your wristband. Then you could pull up your laptop and access that photo without having any cables or manually transferring any information.
So you've already started telling me about how your product relates to the Internet of Things. Can you tell me what you think are important trends in the Internet of Things and as related to your products?
I guess now wearable is very important. So the Internet of Things helps everything to connect. So obviously you want all your devices to be smart and to connect to things. We're doing that for storage, which is the most fundamental part of all technology. Everything has to store information, and yet so far everything that stores information seems to be restricted to the device or the manufacturer. So if you've got an iPad, it'll be on the Apple's cloud server or the Apple products. You go and buy an Android and all your information's difficult to move over. So we're trying to use the internet in terms of allowing you to access your own data anywhere without having to be a specific platform.
Because you're on the internet, is there any limit to the number of other devices that can be connected virtually to your storage platform?
No, we've scaled up. We use Windows Azure. We chose that over Amazon just because they're more up to date and they've got better support. So in terms of scalability, we've already done a benchmark of I think it was 100,000 users accessing a single file at one point in time, and we hold up to the same speeds as every other company out there. So we're perfectly good for going for the millions of users.
Are there any companies you'd like to do business with in the Internet of Things in the next year?
I guess anyone that's interested in what we're making. We've got the product and we can be in any industry. Storage is in every industry going. So we've got obviously the wireless. We could work with wireless manufacturers. We've got storage, so we could work with cloud vendors. We're fairly open with us being a startup, but we know we've got a product that's unique, very unique, and very needed at the moment. It makes things easy for people. You don't need to have any sort of knowledge of computers in order to access your information, and that's how it should be.
Great, that sounds very interesting. Where do you see the Internet of Things going in the next year?
I think it's in its infancy, like everything else. I think it's going to be anywhere and everywhere. People are going to put things into blenders and toasters and doing things that have not much importance, and then I think it's going to take a few years until things settle and people realize you can make a standard environment. I think there needs to be a standard so that everything can communicate and understand each other. Similar to the web, when it first came out, there was no standards. Now you've got the HTML and CSS and all the things that govern and make it scalable and usable. But right now it's a lot of small companies and a lot of small people that just make it their own way. So it's great for discovery at this stage, but I don't think there's going to be any major leaps in big businesses at the moment.
Thank you very much. That was great insight. Much like when they developed USB and FireWire, and finally now we have the standard where most devices are on USB. So that was great. Thank you so much.
No problem.